Alright, quick update on Origin Protocol. So we have broken out of the top, but I'd more call this a breakout of the side of this bullish pennant here. So it doesn't really look like we have broken bullish out of this. In my opinion, the last line to look for in the sand right now is this 618 region right down here. Let me make sure that's the right level. Yeah, it is. So the last level that we need to hold for Origin Protocol is the 48 cent. As long as we hold 48 cent, then we are still likely for this big push up, like I have been predicting. Obviously, we've been talking about a big push up for a while on this now, and we have had our eyes on the $1 region. Now, when we did come up to this 85 cent region, I did tell you, I think it was maybe like a week ago or so, I told you that I have taken a tiny bit of profit around the 85 cent region. About, I can't remember whether it was 40 or 50% of the entire trade, but I still do have the rest of my trade waiting for these higher price targets. And personally, if we do come down to this 618 region down here at the 49 cent region, and then we do have a big push up, something like this is where I'd be entering the rest of my trade. I'd be using the money that I dollar cost averaged out of OGN at the 85 cent region to dollar cost average into the project down here at the 49 cent region, wherever it may be that we do have a bottom. Either way, anywhere in this big green box is a good level in my opinion to enter OGN. If we do have a strong bounce, like I said, personally, I already have entered this on a very, very small amount of my portfolio. I'm not looking to enter OGN anymore, but like I said, I do have a tiny bit of capital sitting on the side that I have had from taking profit at the 85 cent region. I would be using that to rebuy in at the 49 cent if we do have a strong push up. But on the flip side, if we do drop below the 49 cent, let's round it down to 48 cent just to be safe, because 48 cent is roughly here just below the 618. So as long as we don't have a daily close below this 48 cent region, then I still do think it is very likely that we are going to have a strong push up for Origin Protocol. If we do zoom out, it does look like this is a very, very convincing bottoming structure in my opinion for OGN. We do have the volume to confirm this trend reversal. In my opinion, this lack of volume that we've been seeing in the past 5 days or so, the past week, is just us cooling down while we are in this this bullish pennant, and it could just be cooling off for a couple more days until we do finally come down and back test anywhere in this this region roundabout here. So personally, the 0.5 is up here at the top of this green box at the 56 cent region. I think anywhere between 56 cent and 49 cent is going to be the local bottom for Origin Protocol before we do have another big push up to the $1 region. Obviously that's not financial advice, this is just how I personally see the markets and how I plan on navigating and trading them. None of my videos are financial advice, but if we do look at Origin Protocol, I mean it does look pretty decent. I mean, last week we saw this mass amount of volume stepping in. This week we've had a little bit of a cool off, but the RSI does look like it's ready to pop back up. The MFI does look very, very overextended, so potentially this will come down a little bit more by time we do have the new candle body opening of the weekly on Monday. Either way, like I said in my previous videos, I wouldn't personally be looking to enter OGN past this $1 region. In my opinion, the risk-adjusted returns of OGN are just a little bit too high once we do get past there, because I do think even on the weekly time frame that the RSI and the MFI would be very overextended. Now, on the monthly as well, we do still have this very, very nice green volume candle, so potentially by, when is it the 31st or the 1st? So by next Friday we will have another monthly candle coming in, and this could potentially be the signal we need. So I'd imagine by next Friday we would have back tested if we come back down to the daily. I imagine by next Friday we would have back tested this 618, and we could definitely have a big push up to this $1 region, which I would be taking the rest of my profits at. So that is all I see for Origin Protocol. We are still in a very nice uptrend. As long as we hold this 618 at 48 cent, we are still very likely for another push back up to the upside. And also, if I draw a linear line like this, something like this, it's a little bit ugly because I've had to cut it through this, but we are still genuinely in an uptrend. I wouldn't say using a linear line is the best to define this, but if we draw a line of best fit, you can see something like this. So I'm not the biggest fan of trend lines anyway. If you do watch most of my videos, you'll probably notice the absence of trend lines. Apart from horizontal rays, I do use a fair amount of those. So yeah, that's basically all I see. I'm still looking out for this retest of the 618. As long as we hold 48 cent and have a strong push up, I do think we would be getting ready for that rally back up to the $1 on OGN. And this does have a pretty cheap market cap. From the last time I checked, I do think it has a dirt cheap market cap. So I do think this retest up to the $1 is very, very likely, especially if we come over to Bitcoin in the next couple of days, in the next week. If Bitcoin does manage to break above this 46,000 region, which is this previous local top rejection, then I do think a lot of altcoins are going to grow crazy. The total crypto market cap is going to go crazy, and I think OGN would definitely be one of those cryptos that does have a very, very big rally coming into the next couple of weeks. So that's all I see for OGN. Best of luck if you are holding it, and once again, none of this is financial advice. It's just my opinion on the market, and you've always got to do what's best for you. Cowboy out. Peace.